Good morning. Hold on, let me get their light going. How are you? It's Nick. It's day 3,339. And today we're going to try and get some semi-productive stuff done. What does that mean? Well, last week on Friday, I told myself I was going to play through some stuff to build out the packet for Ryan to play on Saturday. But that was not enough time, so I think we should probably give ourselves at least 2 days this week to do it. Also, the jam calendar is still very empty, and that's not going to fly. I think we'll work on that first. And then past that, a couple different things I might want to try to do. We might do some DaVinci editing to finish off Cyclops Party so that I can publish it to the YouTube channel. Also, my MIDI keyboard, that might be a troubleshooting thing we can do. I've been running into this issue where my MIDI controller is like randomly dying while I'm using it, and I'm not sure why. I might just have to. My first thought is just to uninstall and reinstall the software that controls it, see if that does it for me. But it's very strangely started like random, and if I turn it off and then back on again, it starts working again, but it's like randomly dropping out. And I'm not sure why. But let's start at the beginning. Let's work on the jam calendar, because that might also help inform what we're doing this Saturday. So let's see. The 10th is the next day that we have open. Bullet Hell Jam will not be done. Hey, Brunoid, how's it going?
One big alpha, yeah.
What's new? Anything? It's a very nice day today, but it's a little bit too warm, so I don't feel like I've ever truly woken up from my nap. Still kind of sleepy. Maybe should have made some coffee or something. And it's getting pretty warm here, so I'm actually thinking it might be near time to break out the old air conditioner. Is anything else interesting? Oh, crab jam. Wait. In order to win nothing or spot in making games with me. To win what? There is a spot in making games with me or nothing up for grabs this time, unless you live in China. The time difference and more other stuff. What? You would think China has like a relatively small time difference to Australia compared to most of the rest of the world. Pick out other themes and see what is to your liking. This is a very strange page. Monkey Monday? What are you talking about, Monkey Monday? Oh, yeah, that's one of the possible themes you can choose. The main theme is crab. I had a change of mind. It must have crab in it. So the whole thing is like loosely translated in a way that makes me think that though this person might be in Australia, they are not a native English speaker, which I assume most people in Australia are. Cool and plays guitar, nows 3D modeling, 3D art, 2D art coding, scene management, and knows all because he also makes games mostly lonely. What is... Why does it seem like everything in this person's content is like fired off out of like a weird machine? Like, not quite AI. The reward is spot in making games with me or nothing. Like this, it's one of those things where I'm like wrenching my brain to try and make sense of it. Even if your game is just a single screen 160 photo of your brother, please enter it. If I had a brother, I would. Or wait, actually, yeah, submissions are due in a day and 2 hours. Maybe I can hit up Ryan and be like, could you give me a 160 by 160 picture of your brother? Huh. Well, anybody can make a game jam, I guess. The 9th. I need to move this over. Like that. This person looks familiar. He's streamer too. Yeah. I think I've seen this guy before. 35. Oh, we're on 36 of these jams, yeah.
Hello, gamers. Hello. Can you reason? So I'm inclined to
Yeah,
like
I've seen this guy before.
to like ram them like this, right? But then because of the like kind of knockback interaction, I now feel de-incentivized to do that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely, now that I've learned, I'm more incentivized to run from that situation. Oh, that's doors typically only open.
Crafting textile games, 2 joined, never mind. How about Jam Gam? How's that looking? Did we already go through this stuff last weekend? No. This maybe would be an alright choice. Well, let's look forward. A couple weekends. 17th. Hey, Enigmatic, how's it going? Yeah. Stop. So it seems like Bullet Hell Jam probably on the 17th. Yeah, we're working on the calendar right now. Was it May 17th? Bullet Hell Jam. That seems like an obvious choice. It's really big and popular. And I'm sure Ryan will love it. He loves Bullet Hells. So the next one would be the 24th. Which will be Jiggle Jam Starts. Oh, N64 Jam. That might be something Ryan will want to do. We've also got Jam Gam 49. Jam Gam really might not be a bad idea. I was talking to Ryan about this like a month or two ago, where it seems like really something, especially us as non like developers, that these like beginner jams are actually a good place for us to be. because I'm sure it's very exciting and encouraging for people who are new to game development and doing game jams to have like streamers play their games. And, we're very, very accustomed to approaching our feedback in that way where we're like, hey, man, you made something that's hella sick. I can't tell you anything about like your rigid bodies or how to tweak them, but I know people that could, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, and Ryan even more than me. I mean, like it's sort of a give and take, right? It's like it's more fun for us, frankly, to like riff on things, and jam games are really funny for that because you always run out of time and can't quite like polish everything. So like the funky developer art or whatever. But it takes like a certain sort of like particularly mature developer who still is doing game jams to like take that in stride and laugh along with you at their own failings. Like I'm more than willing, like if someone wanted to riff on my game and be like, this is silly, this is bad, that wouldn't be a problem for me. Yeah, and Spig is nice for that too. That is one of the better parts about Spig, and I think Spig really is the best one. Like GBTK sometimes goes too far into broken. It's just Spi and not Spig. What is a special object? It's an object that needs to be added to your game. Yeah, you know what? I can't remember the last time we did Jam Gam, or if we ever really have. If I don't already... Yeah, they've got a special dog rule too, yeah. But they make it like very obvious and mention it in probably multiple places as opposed to like they've got it in a whole header, whereas ours was like subtly like in a block of like 15 rules. It was like, by the way, rule 7, do this. Starts in 4 days. Ends on the 18th. I wish it ended a little closer to the 24th, but it doesn't seem like anything really does. Ooh, Cyberpunk Jam 5. How long is this? May 3rd to May 7th. We might do this instead. I do like me some Cyberpunk. I also really, really surprisingly appreciate that it's Jam 005, like their long nail squad trying to like plan for the future. Like, look, we expect there will be something in the neighborhood of 1,000 of these, so we're naming them accordingly. Portland Horton. Why not? I'll pencil it in. So that will be May 24th. Cyberpunk Jam 005. I should probably just grab these URLs too, because sometimes it's like weirdly difficult to find them later. I mean, it only started 2 days ago. You've still got a ton of time. Also, apparently it's hosted on the first Saturday of every month. So if you wanted to wait until 006, you wouldn't have to wait very long. It's stuffy in here. Okay, and then Jiggle Jam. That is on the 26th, so that's obviously what we're doing then. Ugh, yeah, May 31st. Oh, that's a bummer. May 31st and June 1st. I'm going to be preoccupied. I've got another event to go to on Sunday. And then Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised if I have plans too, honestly. Dang it. Oh, this darn farmer's market keeps running into uniquely... Well, I'll put it in anyway. We'll try and figure it out. Because I do really want to check out Jiggle Jam. I think that's going to be fun. Might be able to just do it the next week after. Oh, hey, I just remembered. I knew that there was something I wanted to bring up when you showed up, Enigmatic, but I hadn't recalled what it was until just now. Ryan and I watched our first Neil Breen movie on Sunday night. We watched the first one on the list, and I think it's his oldest one, Double Down. Yeah. I hear the impression I get from like Ryan is that they change quite a lot and there's not as much on location stuff. What did I think of it? The reputation that I got from like just the zeitgeist of Neil Breen being worth my time was completely justified because it is absolutely doing that outsider art thing where like he'd make so many choices that are outside of the scope of what all of us have kind of come to expect from films that more of my mental energy was spent grappling with the like cinematography and the narrative design than anything that was actually going on in the movie. Like there's so many things that like okay, so for example, one of the most striking things to me is that almost all dialogue takes place with these talking heads that are shot from this very low angle with nothing in the background at all, but just a clear, completely cloudless blue Nevada sky. And that is so strangely alienating. Like it removes like so much of the sense of place that, you know, it could be sort of anywhere. And I don't know that he really had any intent behind it. It's like, I feel like you have to choose to do that. You wouldn't accidentally do that if you're just an amateur making like movies for fun. Like you're doing that for a reason. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking is maybe it was a continuity thing where he's like, well, I can't get all these shots in the location I want to get them in, so I'm going to do it in this way. Or there's other shots where all he does is film people's feet, like a group of people's feet walking around. And you could see that as like a very stylistic and interesting thing. Or it might be because this scene has 4 people in it, but one of the people in it isn't available today and I need to shoot some footage. So I'm going to have someone else just be his feet. And like, there's so many things in the movie that are like that, where it's like, well, you either did this for an extremely dumb, pragmatic reason or like a naive reason, or you did it as like this incredibly avant-garde stylistic choice. And in almost every case, it makes more sense to assume the former. But for other artists to observe and internalize those methods and then use them with intent for the latter, where it's like an avant-garde, like David Lynch level of strangeness, uh, and just kind of like appropriate those like inconsequential stylistic choices could be really, really interesting. And I think that's part of what makes it so fascinating. And I tried to summarize the plot to somebody this morning, and then I realized that it flew so far off the rails, and I had such a tenuous grasp on the narrative to begin with that I couldn't really describe the entire second half of the movie. Also, Ryan and I just got too caught up like riffing on shit that was going on in the movie. 5-hour film retrospective. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Okay, we're on let's not get too distracted. We're on the 7th. Oh, Pursuing Pixels is doing a game jam. James Jam Game Jam. He does weird editing in his behind the scenes clip like pieces. That's pretty funny. Yeah, which, and I guess that further strengthens that it's not like some kind of bizarre stylistic thing. It's almost just like he doesn't understand that that's weird and just is doing things the way he wants to do them. Oh, this is a Seattle Indies thing. Oh, interesting. I might have to take a look at this at the very least. It's going until June 23rd. Why did I... Wait, where did I see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, it is a long one. June 23rd. Where are we on the calendar for that? 28th? Okay. Try and put this in. PNW Party Game Jam. Oh yeah, there probably is a new Mech Jam. Isn't is Spig in June too? Did Ned like recently announce when exactly that's happening? Oh, it's July. Okay. August 3rd. Well, we can still put it on the calendar. That's so August 9th is when we'll be doing that. You know which one it is? Like Spig number something. 8. Oh, the calendar won't go any farther. Well, whatever. It's on there, which is close enough. Go Gary. Okay, we need June 7th. I'm actually going to put May 31st / June 7th. We'll do Jiggle Jam, because I think we might need to split it like that. Spig 9. Great. Thank you for that URL. You know, maybe we'll do a Spig Jam game this time. Actually, I should be thinking about what I want to make for May. I've kind of unintentionally sort of done a project or contributed to one. I don't think I did anything in January, but we did Not a Game Jam in February, and then Down to Jam in March, and Ludum Dare in April. But I haven't really lined up anything that I might actually want to participate in May. Maybe we should do Write Something Jam this month. Like we keep kind of sort of talking about, and then have like, 4 participants this month, and then just do it, I don't know, every other month or something. Speaking of, actually, I made a interesting pivot today that I feel pretty good about, which is when I'm sitting around like smoking or just whatever, not on the computer playing Minecraft or Oblivion, I've got this, tendency, as I think most of us do, to scroll through social media and stuff. And today I pivoted to any time when I would normally be like going on TikTok or something. I was reading books instead. And it feels like it's had an immediate and extremely soothing effect on my mind overall, because it's not sitting there trying to provoke me. It's just information for information's sake. Close to done. It does. It's one of those things, it's weird. Like, I love reading, and I've loved reading ever since I was a kid, and I used to just devour books. And as an adult, every now and then, like, a novel or something finds its way into my hands, and I'll really enjoy it, and I'll be really happy that I consumed it, and then be like, well, that was nice, and, like, toss it to the side, and then and do nothing to try and, like, find more books. If someone hands me a book and it's like, this is a good book, you should read this book, and it is like at all good, then I read it like effortlessly. But like, I never like think to like go procure a book on my own anymore. Undies jam? What do they mean by that? Oh, undies Dieu. NES Jam is probably going to be cool. When does this end? June 16th. It ends on a Friday? Okay. Yeah, June 17th, NES Jam. Movie adaptations, yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually read any of those. I'm a little bit curious about Blood Meridian. I think my partner has read Blood Meridian. And well, didn't knock it. I don't know that they were praising it exactly either, but it seemed like it was worth the read, I guess. But I also hear it's like really fucked up, and I mean, I'm not really a horror fan or someone who's into things that are really fucked up. Yeah, it might be different for text, I guess. I can't remember the last time I've read a like really brutal anything like horror fiction. I don't think it can really have the same. Well, hmm, hmm. Because I don't think I've ever read like a single Stephen King book, and those aren't. I don't think those are even like that bad in terms of that kind of stuff. Game of Thrones books. Maybe I should read the Game of Thrones books because Game of Thrones I've completely slept on. I like almost deliberately didn't watch it while it was like in its heyday, and uh like it seems like it's got the reputation for being really good for a reason. I watched a couple episodes of the show and or like one maybe two episodes of the show and was like, I don't know, it's not hooking me. Um Yeah, maybe that's honestly probably not a bad idea. I have a ton of comic books, trade paperbacks that have all been adapted into things eventually where I'm like, this is a good story. And then, sure enough, 10 years later, we've got The Boys and Invincible and The Walking Dead and all these other stories. But I've never tried to chase after any of the things like, yeah, Dune, obviously, or whatever the hell we're just Game of Thrones, or like what's the one, The Expanse? How much Game of Thrones book? Mm-hmm. Really just any of this old sci-fi. I should go back and read some more old sci-fi. The stuff I have read I love. I really love Stanislaw Lem. Although I guess he's like as much kind of like Hitchhiker's Guide, he's as much a humorist as he is like a sci-fi writer. I don't know if I'd be able to stick with the really heady stuff like Asimov. Like I like Bradbury, but I can't think of any like super deep sci-fi series I've ever like I haven't read Green Mars or anything like that. Psycho spiritual hypno kink essay jam. Not a non-fiction writing share exploring and honoring your personal experience with the overlap of spirit. Oh my god, what? Non-fiction hypnosis, spiritual or erotica only. The jam is from May 4th to 9th. Okay, so it's already, yeah, we're well on our way. Submissions, you can participate in posting your essay on social media, such as Tumblr. I've linked curious to make sure it is a pen name or handle. After the jam is over, we'll compile essays into a digital zine. 500 word count minimum. What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna have to come back to this. Uh, great. Great. That's this weekend then. Maybe we'll just read Psycho Spiritual Hypno Kink this Saturday. If your kink session you've been explaining in under 500 words, it couldn't be that exciting. I don't know, man. I think maybe you could get something like some people just aren't that effusive, you know? I have to just like copy paste this. It's too many words. One sentence summaries, yeah. Or like poems. Like, do you think that I assume that there's like an entire clutch of like poem, like ghost erotica or whatever the hell we're talking about here. What is psycho spiritual supposed to mean? What does that even mean? Like ghosts in your mind? They're like they're not a real ghost that manifests in the world with ectoplasm and like a specter. They're a ghost of only a mind, but that mind is a psychic mind and it will feed thoughts into your brain. That's actually kind of cool. It's like it's the ghost of Professor X in the mansion, and he never manifests in any physical way, but he will speak to you in whispers in your mind. In-depth paranormal dating hentai. I'm sure that something like that already exists. Ten, 17, 24, 31. All right, the 7th is where we got stuck. And we could certainly consider Pursuing Pixels. I've been following Pursuing Pixels for quite a while. I wouldn't mind checking it out. Guess we'll see how big it is. See how much of our time it'll take up. Wait, how's that track? Oh, I'm sorry, wait. It should be the 14th? Right? No, no, no. Oh, God. Oh, it goes until the... Oh, I was looking at May. So it doesn't actually end when I need it to end. It's going to be the 21st. June 21st is when we're doing NES Jam. Which means we need something for June 14th. Oops. Okay, this is what we got so far. Psycho Spiritual, Hypno Kink Spirituality, SA Jam, Bullet Hell, Cyberpunk, Jiggle Jam, possibly for 2 weeks, and Pursuing... Oh, that's actually good. Like, we can do Jiggle Jam 2 weeks, and if we run out or whatever, like, we can kind of fold in together the Pursuing Pixels. 14th, we need NES Jam, PNW Party Game Jam, and then long way off from that, Spig 9. Yeah, I should look at when Mech Jam is. I assume it's been announced by now. No, hasn't announced it yet. He certainly announced that it is happening. Next Jam is the big one. Mech Jam is back with Mech Jam 6. And then Spycraft Jam later. Yeah, it's gonna be in the summer. That's. I hope not too. I wonder if it shows up in here yet. Wait, did this only go to the end of June? Yes. Yeah. Something for June 14th. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's good enough for a break. I'm gonna take a break.
One big alpha. Yeah.
Where are we at? Okay, we still need something for June 14th. Spin-off of Mini Jam. It's Major Jam. High School Jam. Oh, it's for high schoolers, not about high school. Okay. Not seeing a lot of strong ends here. It's the middle of the month, so it's not too surprising. The Weens. Who are the Weens? We got a D20 and 2D6, which strongly implies to me this would be a TTRPG jam. But I don't know that that's true. Also goes until August 31st. Wait, so why is it... Oh, it does run off the thing. Okay, never mind. Weak Love Good Games Creators presents... What? Fun Time Interactive. They've made some things. Weak Love Good Games All-Time Whiners. Why does it say it's a 1 month game jam if it's only 5 days? Is it like 1 week of making and 3 weeks of rating? Hmm. Literally anything game jam? If AI is used, it must only be used for code. Is that the exception we're making these days? It's like, well, I think you could probably use it for text too. I think there's a lot of instances where you could use it for text. Honestly, I've considered it myself that like I don't think that my brain is that much more interesting or creative or useful than an AI when it comes to generating like a body of text. And then after that, it's just like harvesting and editing and like, like every arrowhead that's pierced the heart of a deer was shaped from some rock that some guy just found. You don't make it from nothing. And that's where the craftsmanship lies, is in the editing and the revising. And I doubt I could identify uh, AI generated text just from looking at it. I mean, maybe some places I could get like an idea of it, but or get like the sense that like maybe it's AI. Hmm. This week's gonna be kind of tough. Nothing's really ending anywhere near. This jam's main food dish is okra stew. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, hey, how about a couple of white dudes pushing 40 spend their time going through and critiquing games from like a specifically POC game jam? That doesn't sound problematic at all. Home invasion jam? What the fuck? It's a horror jam focused on home invasion. That sounds awful. Like, just because I don't like horror, not because the concept is like inherently bad or anything. Oh my god, there's so many things ending like, what is this? Yeah, the end of May. Maybe one of these. Look at how many big ass jams are ending. Alt Control at Home 2024 Weird Use of Ordinary Controllers. Traditionally controlling the keyboards, mouse, huh. This actually looks really interesting. Did they do this as like a physical conference? Diverse standard device to create a game that uses the ordinary controller in an unconventional and creative way.
Hello, welcome on All Control, Tatiana here. I haven't made a video for a while now, and that's because I'm really busy, and part of why I'm busy is that I'm currently working on an alternative controller game playable at home, and today I'd like to talk about exactly that, video games using ordinary controllers, but quick intro for those of you who don't know, by the end of November 2020 when it became up, the mouse. Shuriken. So Shuriken is one of the two games made by Jonathan West, making a creative use of a mouse. In this one, you gotta use your unlimited supply of throwing stars, see how long you can last against the onslaught. The game is free to play on itch.io. You should check it out. And once you're there, also check Sustenance, the other game John made making a weird use of a mouse. Holy shit. I love a game or any product really.
Wait, was that like
sure
6
what
mice?
the consumer's reaction will be instead of the content. You know,
Can you
like,
do
I
that?
can't believe it's not
Is
better.
that legal?
But holy shit is not one of them. It's a game for 10 players with 10 mice connected to a single computer. 9
How does
players
that...
play a food character.
Well, but like, if I have 2 mice plugged into my computer, it just treats them both as like the same input. How does it know the difference?
While the 10th player plays an actual secret little poop, trying to hug and contaminate the others. The game was made during the famous All Control Game Jam Zoom machines by a lot of awesome devs from the art game and indie games community. Roller Cars. Roller Cars is a game made by Archbang for the All Control at Home 2020. It's a simple creative concept. As the title suggests, in this game you gotta flip the mouse around, press the wheel down and drag the mouse as you would for a toy car. Then release and steer with arrow keys to see how far you can go. The game is free to play on itch.io. You should check it out. Keyboards.
You flip the mouse upside down and pull on it like one of those little spring-powered toy cars. That is so fucking cool.
Simulator 2020. So Time Sim 2020 is another game made for the All Control at Home Jam. This one's made by the Spanish dev Ludipe. As the title suggests, this game is, and I quote, a very serious game about tying a tie made by a developer who has never tied one, and it shows. This game requires you to hold your keyboard in front of your chest and then twist your fingers to hold keys indicated on the screen. This game is also free to play, so go check it out. Snailed It. Snailed It is a special game I made with the indie dev duo Major Bueno during a game jam for Arte, the TV channel, as part of a cool trip they made around Europe called Tour Bueno. The idea is that they were traveling in different European cities and made a game with one dev from each city they visited. And when they came to Paris, we made this game. Snailed It is a competitive game for 3 players sharing a single keyboard and the same avatar, a snail moving from vertex to vertex on a graph. All the nearest nodes to the snail display a random letter, and pressing on one of these letter keys pushes the snail towards it. Players must lead the snail to an end of their color, leading to a physical fight over the keyboard. The game was made in Flash, but if you got a Flash player, you can still play on the Tour Bueno page. Trackball Driver Installation Disc. So Trackball Driver Installation Disc is a game made by the New York-based dev Johnny Hopkins for a game by its cover 2020 game jam. Using a tennis ball and a keyboard, the game presents itself as the calibration tool for a new cutting-edge trackball controller for the fictional brand Thwacksoft. I
So you
love
need
the
a
old
ball?
retro aesthetic of it. The game is playable on Johnny's itch.io page. Gamepads. Over the River. Over the River is a beautiful and chill raft trip made for 4 players by some of my students for the Cloud Gaming Jam 2020. In this game, you gotta paddle on your raft by rotating each joystick. You can play it as a 1v1 game if you got enough coordination and 2 gamepads. You can try it on the itch.io page. Good Soup MF. Good Soup MF is my entry for the All Control at Home 2020 Jam. In this game, you have to grab a pair of chopsticks and use them to move the joysticks of your gamepad to eat very special noodles. The game is playable on my itch.io page, Megbird.
Okay. I mean,
IKEA
sure.
Station. IKEA Station is a game made by the artist Antonin Fourneau. I talked about him in other videos as he's the co-founder of one of the coolest All Control events called Inyarov. In this game, there are no screen. Instead, you use an IKEA table and put a bunch of glasses on it. You play with a gamepad using its vibration to move the glasses around. And there are several games that can be played with this installation, like racing or fighting games. Phone. Space Team. Okay, Space Team is
Space
not
Team's
really
a fucking classic. If you haven't played Space Team, go harangue 3 of your friends into playing Space Team. It's one of the most interesting, best games I've ever played. Best phone game I've ever played.
Confidential game, I guess, but I think it fits nicely here. And well,
I've actually thought about like how they have it on tablets here. Like, I think the easiest way to get people to play it would be if I had 4 tablets that I knew would connect correctly and already had it installed and been like, you guys want to play Space Team? And then just hand them the tablets, because it's a little bit more of an ask to get people to install the app on their phone. But this is such a fun game.
It's my video, so I can do whatever I want. And it's still an indie game anyway. So Space Team is a cooperative party. Each player switches teammates. A lot of fun. You should really give it a try. Dive Another Way. Dive Another Way is a game made by Copenhagen-based indie devs for the Exile Game Jam 2015. It requires not only a phone, but also a kiddie pool filled with water. Players gotta synchronize their diving by throwing their phones into the air to receive a score based on technicality, jump height, and synchronicity. Obviously, your phone may not survive it, so play at your own risk.
I mean, just throw it into something that
on
isn't
their
water.
itch.io
Throw it onto
page.
a mattress.
Bounden. Bounden is a whimsical, cooperative dancing game for 2 players. You gotta twist and twirl elegantly or get entangled with a friend. Holding either end of a device, you tilt the device around a virtual sphere, following a path of rings. You swing your arms and twist your body, and before you know it, you are already dancing. The game was made in partnership with the Dutch National Ballet by a company I adore called Game Oven that unfortunately closed down in 2015. They made another incredible game, this time for tablets, titled Fingal. It's a sort of cooperative finger twister game that I highly encourage you to check out if you never did. Camera. When it comes to webcams, there are no real common ways to use it in a game anyway, so I'll go with 3 game archetypes rather than actual games to
before your
tackle
eyes.
this topic. Body-based physics.
That's
the first
the blinking
one is
time
everything using
one,
player's
right?
body
Time
to
skip one.
interact with digital
didn't hook
game
me.
objects,
I got
like
bored.
Don't Pop My Balloon. This game was made for the All Control Jam 2016 by Buenos Aires-based indie game dev Agustin Perez Fernandez, aka aka Tenbachi. It's a competitive game for 2 players. The first player must hit the targets on screen using a real balloon, and the second player has to pop the first player's balloon before all the targets are hit. In the same category, I'd put Smoke Pong by Leven van Veldhoven, a game I talked about in my one before last video where 2 players play Pong using SIGs. Paper-based.
Whoa, wait. Smoke Pong? What does smoking have to do with it? Why is that
Player's
useful?
balloon before all the targets are hit. In the same category, I'd put Smoke Pong by Leven van Veldhoven, a game I talked about in my one before last video where 2 players play Pong using SIGs.
Does it detect your cigarette in your hand to move the... Wait, I want to see if I can find this. No. Beer pong for smokers. Oh, it's like bong pong. Why wouldn't you call it bong pong? That's a way better name. Oh, here we go. They do. Seems like it detects the ember as the mouse input is what's actually happening. Oh, and they're playing reggae. I guess the implication being you're supposed to be smoking weed while you do this. Alright, whatever. It's a Pong game that tracks an orange dot on your camera. Anarchist Fallout mod? Why? Smoke Pong does? Alright, well, needless to say, we're doing Alt Control Jam on June 14th. This is a cool community. I'm very curious about everything these people have going on. $2024? My guys, it is 2025. Oh, I guess it started in August of last year. This is really cool stuff. I'm very curious to see what kind of stuff comes out of this. All right. 10th, 17th, 24th, 31st, 7th, 14th, 21st, 28th, and then way down here, August 9th, which is way past July. And they're not going to show us anything else from the actual jam. I think this is pretty much our jam calendar for late spring, early summer. I don't know how I'm going to rope Ryan into the psycho-spiritual hypno-kink spirituality essay jam, because I don't know that he's going to be excited about the idea of reading aloud. I'm more than happy to read aloud to him, but I also think that maybe he will get distracted if there's not like a video component. Maybe I could put like Subway Surfers up on the computer while I read. What is this? What is my landlord telling me? Ah, another group of people for for looking at the building. Make content for the YouTube shorts? What do you mean? Oh, like if I do Subway Surfers, then it's good content for YouTube shorts and TikTok? Yeah. Maybe. I won't have the opportunity to curate any of it ahead of time. So I'm not going to be able to like find the best among them. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. I'll make like a play packet for backup anyway. Which is what we can work on after I get up from this brief chair stream. We can start working on the play packet as a contingency for psychosexual, psychospiritual, hypno kink essay jam. Starting with things from Mini Jam Gam 42, I suppose. All right, be right back. That alternative controller thing has kind of got my brain spinning about how one might do something like that. And at first blush, my idea is, has anyone tried to make a game that's built more or less like TikTok is built, where you like walk through the woods, but instead of walking through the woods with WASD, you're like on your phone, swiping up to take another step on the path in the woods, and then like just tuning the like endorphin system of that. I guess the falsity of it would kind of rob it of, like, people would want to start like gaming it. Thrones game. I don't know that game. Do I know that game? No, I'm thinking of like Rain. Oh, yeah. Maybe it is Rain. Yeah, that you swipe left and right like Tinder. Yeah. I think we're talking about the same thing. But I'd be curious to see one that's built like TikTok and how one might tune that. You could honestly do a whole jam around it where it's like, make a game that plays like TikTok. Like that's your main agency should be swiping up to a new thing. And then there can be like also other sort of elements, whatever you want. But all right, let's play some frickin' video games. Twitter influenced the dialogue system of Disco Elysium? In what way? I haven't heard that. Huh. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, honestly, I should probably go look more at some people unpacking what worked so well about Disco Elysium, because there is just the one core thing that I'm like, that is awesome, that I think makes Disco Elysium one of the best RPGs I've ever played. And that's the like brain characters. I think that is just an absolute masterstroke. Never before have I played a game and had it been like, okay, I'm doing a strength build, and because I'm doing a strength build, my strength keeps being like, hey, you realize you could just beat this guy's ass, right? You're hella buff. And it's like, oh, you're right, I am. And it's like having a like weird like RPG game coach that's like, don't forget what your build is about. Don't forget the kind of things you would do. In almost every RPG, it's like you have a character and that character has stats, but you still have to sort of like lay upon them like a character. You know, I'm playing through Oblivion right now, and like I have a sort of headcanon for the character based on all the things I've done, but the game does absolutely nothing to like incentivize or reassert that that is who I am, besides NPCs being like, oh, hey, you've got some muscles. Speccing into certain stats becomes a detch. Oh, I haven't noticed that. I've done one Disco Elysium playthrough, which is weird because it's one of the games that as I was playing through it, I was like, boy, I cannot wait to go back and start this game over and do a different build. Yeah, did I tell you about the fainting disease, that I took the fainting disease in Oblivion? The fainting curse? Yeah, so in the Knights of the Nine, there is a quest where you can go get the gauntlets of the Crusader, and they're stuck on the ground and you can't pick them up like Thor's hammer style. and you discover that there's like a whole storyline behind it, but fundamentally there's a guy in the church who has this like wasting exhaustion disease. And then you go talk to the priest, and he says, like, I know how to become worthy, or I know how to remove the curse, but I have to put it on myself. And so I volunteered to go get the curse and put it on myself so that I could pick up the gloves. And so now I have this stamina disease that's like constantly dealing like a very tiny bit of stamina damage or something like that, which makes it so that anytime I run out of fatigue, my character ragdolls. And I think it has actually done a lot to make the combat of it way more interesting. And it's also hilarious. Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, next time I'm playing Oblivion, I'll try and get a clip or something to show you, because it's really funny. Like, I can just be running in the overworld, and if I suddenly run out of stamina, I don't like get tired and go to walking speed. I just fully ragdoll and fall on my face. Don't even put my arms up to catch myself, like a fainting goat. And I don't know if it's meant to be, okay, this crashes immediately. And it makes it really interesting, because, like, it makes combat really interesting, because not only am I I feel like it would be, combat's sort of boring, and since I'm managing my stamina, if I run out, normally you just get tired, and you, like, step back a little bit from the encounter, and they won't attack you. But since I ragdoll, if I'm fighting like 2-3 different guys and I run out of stamina, I fall on the ground and they just dogpile me immediately. So it's actually like a very real cost to run out of stamina. Build the dungeon one door at a time in this minimalist card-based roguelike. If you took fatigue damage after running out of fatigue, you'd get knocked down. Yeah, I think the same is true in Oblivion, and I think that what is happening is that I am constantly, very subtly taking fatigue damage. So if I run out, it immediately ticks over to, and then you took additional, like, magical fatigue damage, you fall down. What are these? Okay. Box of strawberries. What in the ever-loving shit am I doing? Hooray! Okay. It's just skeletons. I was promised bandits. It's just skeleton. None of this is anything. Okay, what is going on? I think it's too much in prototype. was the theme here? Theme summoning, special object card. Oof, oof. It's a jam for creating physical games that could be printed on a cereal box. That's cool. You don't have the design sensibilities. Well, you know, that's what teaming up's for. I don't know that I've ever seen you do a game jam with like a team member that I can recall. But when I did Global Game Jam back in 2024, I made a physical game and Boats did all the art. And I mean, I made some like developer art, but he swooped in and did all of the actual art that we ended up with, and it elevated it in an unbelievable way. And it was kind of nice to do physical game design because it's so liberal compared to video game design. You know, it doesn't have to be mathy. I mean, yes, you're kind of counting on the understanding of human beings to get it to work properly. That's like the give and take. But much like D&D, it's kind of cool to do a physical game because it's like, oh, is this feature implemented? It's like, you fucking bet it is, because this is the world of the imagination. And it's a very cool thing to just, you know, make something physical in the physical space. And, you know, if you can get an artist to jump on top of it too, it comes together pretty easy. Portfolio Builders Jam, how exciting. It's kind of cheating if you want a good game. Yeah, that's true, but yeah, but what I mean is like I went into it solo to begin with, and it was only because I happened to be streaming my design stuff that he showed up and was like, "Oh, did you want a bunch of art? Here's a whole bunch of art. Here's a bunch of really good art." It's like, oh shit, okay, great. But even if it had remained dev art, I think I would have been pretty happy with just the experience of designing a physical game. But I'm also not much of a coder, so maybe that's like one of the parts of it. It's like, wow, I haven't had to look up any documentation a single time to get something to work yet. I just say this is how it works, and that's how it works. This is one we already did, right? Yeah, the Mars one? No. What was this one? Okay. Oh, I died, apparently. This music? What about this music? Is this a cover of something? It is. Come on, man. Get up there. I think we're fucked. Oh, too much. Oh, come on. Latch onto syrup-laced platforms by rotating side of cherry with syrup towards. Which side of the cherry has syrup? The pink side? Oh no. No! So what I'm really hearing is fling yourself at the platform and hope for the best. Damn it. I think I don't even need the platform. I could just make this jump. Oh! No, 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 no! Fucking goddamn it. Missed my jump. Come on, sticky side on. Oh, and then holding E. I missed that. Oh shit. Your death. It's so funny you don't realize you're dead until like a second after. What? How am I supposed to? Fuck. I'm dead. No. Damn it. Fuck, I'm dead. I'm not dead? Why am I not dead? Oh. Okay, so can I jump off of this? Jump, jump, jump! Fucking God. Why was pressing E? Come on. Alright, last try. E! Let's let this song do its thing. Good song. I don't want their comment history. I just want their itch page. Oh, is that why I get these sometimes? Yeah, it just goes to this. We aren't musicians and don't know how to make a soundtrack. Oh, this is like, I see. This is from somewhere. That must be what it is. They just don't say who makes it? We use a royalty free, yes, and they don't credit who it's from. Well, that's too bad. It was a good track. Would be cooler if the music had drums and if the player was a normal little guy and not a ball. Hey, great game. This would be really cool if it wasn't what it is. I was actually noticing that too in the soundtrack where I was like, there's no drums. I always put in drums, but this is really nice despite the fact it doesn't have any drums. Maybe I should try and make a song that doesn't have any drums. I think if it had drums, it would lose a lot of its like dreamy, ephemeral qualities. Let's see if they tell me where the music is from. Yeah, this is a great game, except maybe instead of a ball for a man, he was a real man, and also instead of fruits, you did more junk food or possibly drugs, and also if they weren't ghosts and they were like scary monsters, that because ghosts aren't scary. Whoa, normal game jam is awfully Chinese. That's so suspicious then. All right, maybe we'll go poke around in Curdle Jam. There's not much here. Oh, Cyclops! We gotta play this Cyclops content. I'm gonna go smoke, but then when I come back, Cyclops content.
Space Alpha, yeah.
Cyclops Pog? What is that? What does that look like? Is that like, They don't really have a raised eyebrow, right? I don't have that funky, wait. You have this weird cleft lip. There we go. I don't know why it does that. And then yeah, why? Why? Does he just need to look like that? How do you give him an eyebrow? I don't really know. Forehead wrinkles? Or is he just like this? We can also give him a little like, whoa. Arms. This might be enough. When the light turns red, crouch with S. When the light turns green, shoot with space. Oh! Goodness. Yeah, I won. Well, it's very simple and silly. I kind of want this Cyclops. Oh, but I instantly lose if I... Damn it. Damn. I'll have to go back in the VOD to get a video of this. I really like the lean in Cyclops is like, what's going on in here? WASD to move, E to interact. Go up to the table, you have another problem. Is it a man? I lost. Oh my god! What am I meant to do, though? Do you do that? Like I've got some chicken. Go up here. No! Oh, god damn it. The fact that it disappears when I touch the plate makes me think that that is what I'm meant to be doing. They don't really make any mention of what you're supposed to be doing. You win! Hooray! Nice. Clean the underside of a restaurant table. Right click to cycle tools, left click to use tool. Yeah, me too. Spray water to clean the scraper. Come on now. There we go. Nice. Dab. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Oh, game's over. New idea. It doesn't really tell me a lot about what I'm supposed to be doing, which is sort of frustrating, but... Cash on the nail. Here we go. Goal $3. Got it. Oh, I got one. No. 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 Damn. Let's take a look. We'll use this. Okay, there's a big one there. We'll just go for that. Bam. $5. We're done. I don't remember where any of the other ones are. Hey, hey. And then what is this? I have $6. I will spend it on whatever this is. One steel nail. Start round. I only get one nail now? Fuck. And I need $9. Oh, okay. Fuck. Yes. Is that like a multiplier? Okay. Yeah, I think probably that's what's happening. I don't know. Gruntled the Turtle has been hired for a secret mission to break into the greatest art museum of all time. Steal the most prized possession in the museum. However, there are patrols blocking the way. Do your best to knock them out. Steal the keys. Hide under the table to avoid their line of sight. WSD, space to jump. K for shell slide. E for doors. And we can also do gamepad.
What are you playing?
No, besides
Get
that,
out of
something.
here.
My bad.
Take it down.
Where was I?
10 keys? Where the hell am I getting keys?
Oh, stop! Bruce.
I see.
Freeze!
Oh, I need to get my ducks in a row.
You're not supposed to. What do you think you're doing? It's pointing for the
Oh
fuel.
no.
It's coming right for target immobilized.
God damn it.
I'm not paying enough for this. What?
What was I doing again?
Hello, hello. Oh, I'm done for. Bloody hell. Target practice.
Thought I saw something.
Come on, go back to your stupid patrol.
What's all this?
I've been killed, I have.
Stop.
I've been killed, I have.
What's that?
Oh, I must have been mistaken.
Oh,
You've killed me.
all of you. He's kicked
No!
the bucket.
Oh.
Oh, opening fire.
There was nothing.
I'll be having. Oh. Oh, hold it.
Mustn't have been a thing.
Ooh, you're having a laugh. Right,
Damn. Oh, he got me with the trank dart.
Oh, you little. We'll be having a
Must have been the wind.
minging munter. Oh. Oh.
Oh, I'm just another statistic. Curse you.
Oh. Boy, stop. Oh. Oh, fist. Pants. Oh. What are you doing here?
No.
I could have sworn I saw something.
No!
Get out of here.
Oh shit! I was dodging his trank darts.
Hang about. Not so tough now, are ya? Damn it. Freeze.
There was nothing I thought.
What have you?
Whoa!
Well,
Freeze.
oh, I've got better.
What's that?
Guess it's slipped.
Come on.
Target a.
Come
You're
on.
not supposed to.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
blunder on my part.
I see a thief. Cool, blimey.
Core blimey.
What's all this?
I sure got
Whoa. What are you playing at? Halt. Bit
Damn.
dust.
I feel like I can overwhelm
Oh,
their
my back.
sensibilities.
You're having a laugh. Freeze. Too much for my.
Yeah.
Boy, stop.
must have just been a shadow.
Not like this. Intruder spotted. It's coming.
Well, that's beyond my pay grade.
Ooh. What?
Well, I definitely need a brew.
Oh. Done in by a little numpty. Oh, that hurts. Target practice. Oh, what the?
I guess it was
What's all this then?
No! Fucking damn it.
Oh, blast! Take it down.
I can't be dealing with that.
Oh, my guarding days are over. All out it.
Nice.
Revive. Oh, you've done me in. Welsh. Freeze. Intruder. Why? Hang about.
Fucking God. Alright, last try.
Go on. What are you playing? Oh, I saw something.
I need a medic.
Stop. Don't learn them. I'll have you. You're having a laugh.
Wow, he's just not gonna stop shooting, huh?
Hello. Done for. Oh, you little.
Oh, mommy.
Oh, not again.
I'm meeting my maker. Mercy.
What do you think you're doing?
Must be seen.
What's that?
Damn it.
I've got better things to do. What the?
Damn it.
Huh? Oh, guess it was nothing. Just like how my dad went.
Oh, target a call. Oh. Freeze.
Yeah, I need more coffee.
Who's coming, my? Whatever. Hello.
Well. I was only one day from
Oh,
retirement.
take it down.
Man down. Avenge me.
Stop her off. What's that?
Just a Hey,
I'll have you. God blimey.
Nice.
Oh, halt. Oh, target.
oh, I've pissed my pants.
Ugh.
I've pissed my pants.
Oh, I've been killed, I have.
Oh, that's 10. More than 10. What did they say the button was for this? Enter. Wait, what? Won't let me go in. Wait, what was the... Okay. No. Say B to enter and open doors, but it didn't work. I don't know. Ah! A platformer jam and it's almost over. Alright, I'm gonna go smoke. Alright, one or two more, then I've still got to make something that resembles dinner and go make tonight's secret music track. Ooh, and probably do some art. Actually, I'm going to look that up right now. Arturia MIDI controller keeps dropping out. Try a different USB port. Restart my computer and the Arturia software, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Try a different USB port. Make sure I amn't using a hub. And I guess a lot of the time I was using the like MIDI OS thing to re-pipe the input from like the software on my computer into it rather than directly to it. Maybe I'll just try a different USB port and see if that fixes it. Okay. No. Jumping platform. Okay. Do I? Oh, no. Oh, I see. There is no jumping. It's only cannons. Oh, fuck. You win. Not bad. Gamepad only. Up is jump. Gamepad D-pad only, no less. Boom. Ding dong. Oh my god. No. Fuck. Come on. How could I ever possibly? Ding dong. Packages for you. Oh, we're done. Oh, okay. Son of a bitch. Collaborate. What is this? Oh my goodness. Seguente. No! No! Wait, I'm at 0% health. I'm a Barbie girl. I'm a Barbie girl. Oh, god damn it. Jugador 1 has Muerto. Oh, it's like a head-to-head thing. Wait, no? No, shit. Oh, that happened last time. Okay. One try. Good job. You something something. Oh, that's the end. Oh, we already played this one. All right. Hey, we did the whole jam. Good jam. Okay. I'm gonna go. What did we get done today? We built the jam calendar, which looks pretty good. I should probably hop into no, where's the other one? Should probably hop into Psycho Spiritual Hypno Kink Spirituality Essay Jam Discord. Oh, that's gonna be really hard not to make fun of. Do they have a Discord? No. Learn Hypno Kink. A downloadable version of learnhypnokink.com and Erotic Hypnosis 101. I'm an author and educator in the erotic hypnosis community with over a decade of real-life hypnosis experience on both sides of the pocket watch. The brainwashing book. Why are there so many rules in hypnosis? Are they accurate? Are there any true rules? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm curious. Are you a hypnosis believer? I don't think I believe in hypnosis. Oh, and here I am doing some, also hula hoop. Are any of us shocked that she's into flow toys? She's pretty fucking good at it, honestly. You don't believe in it used for treatment. I don't know if I believe in it at all. Blank drooling dolly. All right, this is getting really horny. LearnHypnoKink.com. Fake book about treating epilepsy with hypnosis. Did he? I did not. I've not seen that. That must be like an older video. Oh, yeah, I do kind of remember. Yeah, I do remember him talking about the like, I get a ghostwriter to write books and then I go on social media and do this and that to like pump them up. Under 2 hours. Why do hypnosis? Number 1, hypnosis feels very good. Does it? Does hypnosis feel good? I've never gotten that impression. I don't remember any of the people who'd been hypnotized being like, ah, wow, oof, thanks for cracking my psychic back. I feel great now. Oh, you could do 25,000 in a month. That's easy. That's nothing. 1,000 words a day is like nothing if you actually sit down and do it. It's like an hour and a half. Once you hit the rhythm, once you get used to doing it, it's very easy to pump out like a lot of words. Hypnosis feels very good. I didn't know that. Learning hypnosis opens you up to skills that allow you to be a better lover. Okay. You can become a powerful artistic sex magician. Yeah, I think in NaNoWriMo when we wrote Dragon Whisper, I was hitting like 3,000 words a day. And even that was like not hardcore writing. You literally just fucking put your ass in the chair and bang out words. To stranger knows. We enter into kink or sex knowing what things like spanking, kissing, and bondage are, but hypnosis is more difficult to define. Trance state, as well as the entire process of messing around with someone's head, such as giving suggestions. Okay, myth busting. Hypnosis is mind control. Hypnosis. Yeah, don't do anything where you're going to hurt yourself. That's probably good advice just overall. Hypnosis to pick up women, huh? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's any kind of special metaphysical thing. I think that it's just people role playing to be like, it's so when you something that I think is very interesting among like alcoholics or even like teens who are getting into alcohol. You don't have to give them very much or even a placebo and they'll start acting in a very different way because I feel like there's something about it that frees your ego, and you can feel like, well, you know, I was drinking, like it wasn't me, it was a different guy. It was drunk me. He's a different guy, and I can't take all the shame and responsibility of what he does. And hypnosis is kind of probably the same sort of thing, where you're living in this magic circle where you and the hypnotist are like, don't worry, it's not you, it's hypnotized you, and I'm giving you sort of this tacit psychological permission to do things while unmoored from your sense of shame and guilt and identity. And like, that's not something I would do. It's like, well, this isn't you, this is hypnotized you. And I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If that's that's what you need to do to get there, sure. How to hypnotize someone. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Get out the pocket watch. You say truths, 3 truths, and then a suggestion. Write this down. I'm going to start secretly hypnotizing all of you. It's Nick, it's Ryan, it's day 3342, and you're feeling very sleepy. God, how horrifying would it be if it worked? It would be like a safe thing for it to not work. All right, there's a lot here. How do you know if they're in a trance? Eyes closing or eyes widening. Blinking more or blinking less. Thinking less or thinking more. Eyes rolling around or becoming very still. Oh my God. So just everything? Feeling relaxed or feeling more tense in the body and face. Stillness or stiffness or limpness, breathing faster or breathing slower. Basically, if you do not remain exactly as you are, which of course by way of even attempting to perceive how you are is going to change how you are, then you're being hypnotized. Feeling warmer or feeling colder. Basically, don't feel anything. Otherwise, you're probably being hypnotized. Yeah, feeling sleepy or feeling more awake. You're getting very sleepy or more awake. I guess what I'm saying is you're feeling a different kind of amount of sleepy than you were a minute ago. Yeah, as we learned, even something as simple as suggesting someone pay attention to their body can be effective for inducing hypnosis. Yeah, when every condition of hypnosis is just like, have you started breathing manually? Have you noticed your clothes have weight and are touching your body? Uh-oh. You might be getting hypnotized. Okay. I'll do some more research into this. This is interesting. I'll read through maybe this whole thing. And maybe I'm going to message him right now about it. I'm going to see if Ryan is willing to let me attempt to hypnotize him. All right, yeah. I'm going to get out here. I'm going to go eat. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. We've got the calendar, so I don't know that we need anything for Saturday. We might just play Oblivion. We might just play Minecraft. Whatever we're feeling. Doesn't matter too much. So I'll see you then. Okay, thanks for coming, hanging out. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
That's the end of the show. All of us have got to go back on home. I hope you had a lot of fun. We'll catch you at the next one, or whenever we do.